After a two-day-long address to the jury, the prosecutor finished his closing speech shortly before midday. The advocate depute focused on the most serious charge facing Ian Packer, the murder of Emma Caldwell. The Crown prosecutor says there are 17 separate circumstances which prove Ian Packer is the man who killed her. Officers say their investigations so far have revealed there was an altercation near to Queen's Park that evening, and that they're particularly keen to speak with a group of youths who were in the park around that time. The last confirmed sighting of him was in the early hours of St Patrick's morning. CCTV shows Gary on the left with an unknown man at around 1:15. The man is in his 60s or 70s with grey hair, walking with Gary in the direction of San Antonio. Spanish authorities released this image in August, but haven't been able to identify him. Gary hasn't been seen since. During the first interview, the jury heard Ian Packer claiming he had never been to the remote Lanarkshire woods where Emma's body was found. He said the first time he went there was when police had taken him. Under cross-examination by the defence, the journalist agreed that Ian Packer originally sat down with her in a bid to try and clear his name. Police are asking for anyone who believes they may have seen or heard anything suspicious to get in touch as soon as possible. Today, the investigation continued with officers following various lines of inquiries and working door to door. During sentencing, Sheriff Jackson paid tribute to Paul Mowatt's humanity. He said the 69-year-old is a hard-working family man who's shown genuine remorse. He held Emma's hand and comforted her in the moments following the incident. In her statement, the woman said he drove 40 minutes on the motorway, then 20 minutes in woods. He never made any wrong turns. He went straight there. Earlier, the jury heard from another former sex worker who said she had contacted police in 2006 after watching a TV programme on the disappearance of Emma Caldwell. She said, "I recognised the place her body was found as similar to somewhere a punter had taken me around 2 to 3 months ago. She said it was dark, but she could see trees and fields. The woman said she had tried to take police there, but she couldn't remember exactly where it was." Well, details at the moment, John, are fairly limited, but what we do know is the alleged assault on the Tory councillor happened last Sunday at the Wood End pub in Mount Vernon in Glasgow. That was following a day of pro-Palestinian protests across the city. Mr Ranucci said it's easy to paint Ian Packer as the bogeyman in all of this, that he assaulted all these women all these years. He's an easy target, he said. If he had done this, how did he get away with it all of these years? I suggest, he said, that it wasn't him. Police say Anne suffered serious injuries in what was a violent attack. They're grateful for the support they've received from the public so far, but are encouraging anyone who may have more details to speak with them. The inquiry also heard from the prison officer who transferred Katie back to her hall following the visit from her mum and brother that evening. Mary Claire Docherty said she told her fellow officers that Katie's mum said the young inmate was being threatened by the inmates on either side of her daughter's cell and that her daughter was terrified. Ian Packer's defence team said the accused didn't always behave well, but that doesn't necessarily make him guilty of murder. Ian Packer denies all the charges against him. The trial here at the High Court in Glasgow will continue tomorrow. Brandon Cook, STV News.